Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. So in this video, I will be discussing about Thought Fox poem by Ted Hughes, its summary and analysis. So let's start. So Thought Fox was published in 1957. This poem deals with writing process. At the beginning of the poem, the paper is blank, and as we come to the end, the paper is filled. In between, the speaker describes the creative process. Total 6 stanzas are there with 4 lines each, and it is also based upon the animal poem. So let's begin with the explanation of stanza number 1. So the poem begins with the word I imagine. Thus, it is clear that it is all about imaginations of the poet, not something real. The poet imagines he is in a forest in the midnight. He is not alone there, as something else is alive, in addition to the time which is lonely and the blank page where his fingers move. In the beginning, it seems that he is imagining himself to be in forest, but by the end, we came to know that he is rather on chair. The forest here symbolizes his mind, in which something that is a thought comes through. He is alone, having just running time and paper as his companion. So basically, this is the explanation of stanza number 1. Let's move towards the stanza number 2 explanation. So now, as there is something the poet tries to see through the window, perhaps refers to going on into his mind. There is something, but not as far as a star, but very near, and hence cannot be star, which is though deeper within darkness, and is entering the loneliness that is killing the loneliness. Poet imagination come more nearer and nearer, that is going deeper and deeper, and enters into his imagination. The stanza ends in suspense. However, by relating this stanza to the first one, we can say that it is the thought or an innovative idea which is about to strike his mind. So this is the description of second stanza. Let's move to the third stanza. So in this stanza, something is now visible. It is a fox who is cold as dark snow. Dark snow here is an oxymoron. And his nose touches branches, twigs of leaf. Dark snow is an oxymoron because snow is never dark, and here means the cold nose of the fox. The line indicates that the fox is coming near to him, show his imagination is becoming clear. And right now, only his nose or 2 eyes is visible, that is, touching the leaves in the forest. Now 2 eyes become visible. The phrase now and again, now and now and now, means that it is coming near, but the lines has not yet completed. Let's move towards the fourth stanza. So the first line is the final part of the third stanza, last line, that is enjambment. The fox is setting neat prints now and again, now and now and now. Thus this repetitive phrase shows the slow movement of fox towards the poet. Neat prints means fox left print on snow, that imagination left print on poet's personality. Fox is coming very slowly and carefully between the trees. Its shadow seems to be lame. The shadow is coming behind a boy of fox which is about to come. Fox body is hollow, shows his imagination is still not clear. The phrase bold to come symbolizes the pausing of the fox near the tree. So this is the description of fourth stanza. Now let's move towards the fifth stanza. So the phrase across the clearing means the area without forest, that is snow, and in the deeper sense of paper. Suddenly the fox reaches the poet. The poet feels an eye which is getting wider or bigger, has deepening greenish brilliance, and it is concentrated on its own business or matter. The 2 eyes now merged into a single wilder eye, which represents that now the imagination become visible, or imagination become more clearer. Now this is the description of fifth stanza. Now let's move towards stanza number 6. So the fox with its stings, smell which makes it feels us, suddenly enters the dark hole of the head. That is, the fox or the creature or creative thought suddenly comes into his mind, which was dark or without a clue or idea. All this happened, yet the window is starless still. The clock ticks. Sky is still empty and time is still passing. In the end, everything is as normal as in the beginning, but the poet's creative ideas is on the paper, and hence the poem is written. Basically, poet said that thought come slowly and very carefully to him, but it comes, he will stick to it, and he filled paper or page with his thoughts. So this is the explanation of the whole poem. Now let's move towards the major themes of the poem. The first theme is the act of writing, which represents that it is not very easy to be a writer because it requires a lot of hard work in your imaginations, on your imagination, and then at the end it will become clearer. The second theme is inspiration. Here the inspiration is fox. Fox is as a poetic inspiration of the poet, because as we know that he is very fond of animal, and he mostly uses animals as his metaphor. Now the third theme is imagination. His imagination is so strong that at the start nothing is in his mind, but with the passage of time it becomes visible, it becomes clearer, and then the page is filled with the imagination that he is thinking about. So that's all from my side. If you have any queries, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you for watching.